Hi guys, welcome. What's going to follow is one of the early videos that I did when I started doing my journals, my video journals. It's probably it's hard because I didn't really, say the dates and stuff when I was doing those old videos. I should have done it. I thought I could rely on the timestamps of the files, but I can't do it because I'd move files around, open them, close them, all kinds of stuff, and it changed the date stamps on it. So I don't know exactly where it is, but this video is probably from late December. It's kind of an early video that I did using kind of junky equipment and stuff, but kind of wanted to get stuff down on video, on the journal. But anyway, I'll just play it without comment, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks. So I was sorry for my hair. I just got back from my walk, back from work, and I'm not really presentable, but I wanted to put some thoughts down. I learned something new today that I didn't know about, that this thing on the internet, because maybe I'm old and I don't know what you kids do nowadays on the internet, but this thing called the mukbang, which is bizarre, where these people record themselves eating and their followers kind of watch them eat. I guess they record themselves and they talk while they're eating. I don't understand that. I know for me, I would never want anybody to watch me eat. Although I am working on getting my weight down to where I want it to be, where Doc wants it to be, and doing these little diaries kind of help me get along and get my thoughts together on what I'm thinking about right now. But I've been logging all the food that I eat, and that's kind of enough for me. But I don't think I'd want people watching what I eat. For a lot of the time, for when I was gaining weight, was kind of secret eating, and it would be like, before I get home, stop at Jack in the Box, maybe pick up food for dinner, but then pick up an extra bacon cheeseburger and eat that before I get home. And Jack in the Box is pretty close to home, so it took some talent to get the Jack in the Box burger eaten while I was driving home, and all the evidence gone at the same time. I would do that. I would get meals at Arby's and eat them in the car. I'd be ashamed. But that feeling you get when you're eating it, that feeling, that original feeling, it's like so good, and if that's how, what people get when they're addicted to drugs, if that's the feeling they get, I can completely understand why it would be so hard to get off of drugs. Because if it's even part of what I used to feel when I would get that ice cream or that sugar rush or something, oh my God, it's just this great feeling, and you're like, oh my God, it's so good. But then almost immediately after, sometimes before I even get home, I get like this awful, yucky feeling. Like, oh, that was terrible. I'm not going to ever do that again. Of course, that doesn't, your body starts craving it and screaming for it, and then there's nothing you can do, but just do it, and then pounds start adding on and adding on and adding on. But the idea, first of all, of people sitting around and watching other people eat, I guess you know, if that's what you want to do. A lot of people have their own, everybody has their own kind of thing they're into. If you're into watching people eat, that's pretty cool. That's great. Go ahead. And then you have these like really overweight people that they sit there and they eat these gigantic meals in front of everybody. You know, I can't tell anybody what to do or how to feel, you know. But I don't think personally it would help me at all if I was kind of falling apart and becoming unhealthy with everybody watching me. Personally, I couldn't do it, you know. I was so ashamed of doing it, you know, in secret. I did it in secret because I was so ashamed that other people would see me eat like a double cheeseburger by myself. I couldn't imagine somebody watching me eat like a huge pizza and like 2 pans of lasagna and breadsticks in front of everybody, the whole world, and recorded and put on the internet for there to be forever. But I'm not everybody. I'm just me. I'm not sure if I'm in the minority. I don't want to judge anybody. I would never do that. I would never do that. You know, I've been struggling with my weight for my whole life. And I'm 50 now. I just turned 50 December 23rd, 2019. And I'm ready. Oh God, finally. I think I'm ready to complete this thing, you know. The weight loss is going not as fast as I want it to go, but I'm just not discouraged. It's going down little by little. I'm going to see the doctor in a couple of days to do a weigh-in. You know, he's really curious about how I'm doing, and he's really wants, you know, he's never been, I guess the only time he was a little upset is when, or a lot upset, is when I came in after I was having a hard time when my husband was sick and was eating a lot, and I had gained probably 50 pounds. I was at my back, I didn't gain back all of my weight. Originally I was 315, and then I got down to really like 220 something, and then everything started falling apart, and I gained probably, I remember I gained 50 something pounds. I came back and I was 278 pounds. And I knew at that point that if I didn't do something, that I was gonna be back. I was gonna be back to 315 pounds. I just knew it. So even though I didn't want to go and see my doctor and talk to him about my loss, I did. And he was, you know, I can't say that he said it was okay that I did that, but he's like, you need to get back going again, you know. And I did, slowly but surely getting back down. Last year I lost some, you know. Went from 278 to 255, and then, which is not a lot. And then he's like, this year he's like, let's finish it off, you know. And so, God, this time I'm hoping that I don't get discouraged, and maybe I found a diet and eating plan that I can live with, where I'm not hungry all the time. And God, it's amazing. I've been doing this for maybe almost 5 weeks now, and I haven't snacked at all at work, which is crazy because they have tons of snacks at work, and none of it good that I can eat on my diet. But I haven't eaten any of it. And there's only one time I kind of cheated, because I went to this Christmas party and there was absolutely nothing there that I could eat, you know. So I ate a little bit of pasta and I ate a bread roll, you know, and I felt bad about it, but I didn't want to be rude and just sit there. I mean, I thought it was a little bit rude that I didn't have dessert, you know, because there's no way I was gonna have dessert, but at least I could sit down and have food, and it was good, but I felt a little bit bad about it. It's kind of like almost bad, like I was feeling when I was eating, like secret eating, but it wasn't a secret. I was actually eating in front of everybody at the party. And I've just kind of been going. It's been pretty good. I'll have a weigh-in on Thursday. You'll see how it goes. I have an idea what it's going to be, but I'm not going to say until we actually weigh. There's only a couple of days left before I weigh in. But anyway, this mukbang thing, that is just crazy to me. I don't want to judge anybody. If that's something that interests you and you want to eat food in front of people, you know, more power to you. It's just something I would never do, and I don't enjoy watching that kind of stuff. It's more like when I was watching kind of some samples, it was kind of like watching a train wreck happen to me. It wasn't enjoyable, you know. I don't know. Do they have like mukbangs of people eating good food on their diet? I don't know. I mean, it would be such a short one for me, because, you know, one of the main things that I have done switching to this different eating plan is I only eat these little tiny plates. That's all I eat. It's like this big, you know, and it only takes me like a few minutes to eat, and then I go on to do something else. So it'd be a really short mukbang video, but who knows? Maybe I'll do one of those. I don't know. It might be a good thing to document how I'm eating. I don't know, but well, that's kind of all I had right now. My camera setup is getting a little bit more fancy. I've been kind of digging up things that I had around the house for a long time, and I got this little light, which is kind of good. It kind of fills in a little bit, so I don't have to worry about where the camera goes and stuff. And I think tonight I'm going to go to Best Buy and pick up a tripod. Right now this is kind of on a TV tray at home, and I think if I had a tripod it'll be a little bit more versatile, where I can do my little videos. As you can tell, it's like kind of loud outside. My house is not quiet. I live right outside Waikiki in Honolulu, and I have a bunch of construction happening next door. They're building a new kind of like a apartment thing over here, and then the guy across the street is like mowing all the time in the afternoon, so it's not gonna be pretty. Oh, I lost my light. Wait, let me see. Oh, I wonder if my battery died. Oh, I guess that's all the battery I had left for my light. Well, it's a good reason to shut down, I suppose. Thank